You are now walking through the heart of the wet tropics in the Palmerston section of the Wooroonurin National Park. This rainforest is World Heritage listed and dates back hundreds of millions of years. The National Park has met all the necessary criteria for heritage standards, including being home to a high level of biodiversity found nowhere else. In fact, the wet tropics are ranked the second most irreplaceable World Heritage Area on Earth. Powerful cyclones are part of this tropical landscape. In March 2006, a Category 5 system named Tropical Cyclone Larry cleared the Wooroonurin rainforest, opening the canopy to bare land. This was perfect for the construction of the skywalk, with minimal impact on the environment and no need for manual clearing. Old forestry tracks cleared by famous pioneers such as Christy Palmerston were used for access to the construction sites. And once the walkway and tower had been completed, these tracks became the ground level forest walk, where people are currently walking today. Steel structures were prefabricated off-site in Innisfail and Cairns, assembled on-site, then erected with a self-erecting tower crane with almost 22,000 bolts used in the elevated walk. 100% recycled plastic was used for the elevated walkway decking, wall cladding of the buildings, seats and tap rails along the track. The equivalent of over 900,000 plastic 2-litre milk bottles were diverted from landfill and used in the walkway decking. From the cantilever tower, it's not immediately obvious to the observer due to the covering rainforest vegetation, but in the not too distant past, all of the Tablelands area was alive with active volcanoes. Scientists believe the volcanoes here were active until about 10,000 years ago. Some of these volcanoes were prone to explosive and spectacular eruptions, releasing huge rivers of molten lava over the tablelands. The wings in full flight, one noticeably damaged, represents the courage and the resilience of the Australian digger, a symbol of their undaunted spirit. These stones have been brought from Afghanistan by the returning operators of the 2nd Commando Regiment. They were collected within 20-kilometre radius of Camp Russell and carried back as a worthy and befitting gesture to their fallen comrades, lest we forget. I question not your commands. I follow faithfully wherever you go. I pledge my loyalty no matter what. I share the danger of your domain, and I will readily lay down my life for yours, for in this moment we are as one. This is dedicated to the explosive protection dogs and the special operations military working dogs in Afghanistan. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget. Rainforest Hotel has had a tapestry of history. John and Sylvania Edwards established and built the Rainforest Hotel in 1927. And during the occupation of Atherton tablelands by the Australian Army from 1943 to 1945, the hotel was requisitioned and served as an officers' quarters and mess. After World War II, along with the nearby Club Hotel, the buildings were resumed use as a community hub and local tourism attraction and was renamed the Hotel Tully Falls. Rainforest played an important role during World War II. Thousands of diggers were trained in this area and recuperated. In late November 1942, almost a year after Japan's entry into World War II, Commander-in-Chief of the Australian Military Forces, Lieutenant General Thomas Blamey, ordered a survey of the Atherton tablelands with the intention of developing facilities for rehabilitation and training area for volunteer army troops of the 2nd Australian Imperial Force recently returned from the Middle East. Key purposes of the scheme were to recuperate troops in a cooler climate while engaged in jungle warfare training, provide suitable hospitalisation, for malaria and tropical disease cases, and locate personal and maintenance installations close to the New Guinea frontline with access to railway and port facilities. Legend has it that the Innot Hot Springs used to consist of a large pool of overflowing hot water. Noted as a health resort and resembling the famous thermal spa pools of Europe, Innot became popular with up to 50 people bathing at a time. The 1891 Australian Medical Gazette claimed the springs have gained a reputation for their curative properties in chronic rheumatism, gout, liver and kidney diseases. By the 1890s, there were 2 hotels, a bathhouse and a weekly coach service from Herberton. Innot spa water was placed in barrels, hauled over the Cardwell Range by mules for bottling in Townsville soft drink factory. The Innot bottles was then sent to Europe to be used as medicine. The production continued until 1914, which was the outbreak of the war. Go, Jazz. You'll find a hot spot if you're not careful. Look for a bubble.
All the rocks.
See you doing that in this pool. Innot Hot Springs. That's the cool pool. That's the medium pool. A bit warm. And then we go inside and it's a nice warm. Ben, you haven't done your yoga today. Is this the meditation?
You missed it.
I missed it.
Yeah.
This is meditation time now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. You're up to your benzo. Your aura is all around you. Whoa. The gremlins are around you. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? They're consuming you. Oh, they're leaving you behind. Oh, they're gone. Go. Get them, Jazz. They're all around you, Jazz. Get them.
And we're making them worse.
You're making them angry. They're getting angry. Oh, they got for Ben. Oh, they're back at Ben's. They got him. Oh, they're in his crutch.